In this video, we will discuss about the electrical energy and electrical power. To understand the term electrical energy, let us discuss this example. See here, in this example, I have considered one section of wire in which I current is flowing. Choose two sections or two portions of this wire, that is A and B. The potential at point A is VA and the potential at point B is VB. As the current is flowing in this direction, then this must be a positive part or connected to the positive terminal, and this must be connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So as it is positive, so this must be at higher potential and this must be at lower potential. So you can say here VA is greater than VB. Now let in delta t time the amount of charge, delta q amount of charge is crossing or is moving. In delta t time, let delta q amount of charge is moving from A to B. So delta q will be equal to current multiplied by the time. So now what should be the potential energy at point A and what is the potential energy at point B? So potential energy at point A is equal to, we know that the potential energy is equal to, or electrical potential energy is equal to charge multiplied by the potential at that point. So see here, potential energy of this charge particle when it is at A point is charge, that is delta q, into the potential at that point, that is VA. Similarly, what is the potential at point B? Same charge, this delta q amount of charge when it reached here, and the potential at this point, so that is VB. Now calculate the change in potential energy. The change is always final potential energy and minus initial point energy. So final point is here B and initial point is A. So it should be the potential energy at point B minus potential energy at point A. So if you calculate the difference, so you put the value of this much, so what you will get, it is delta q VA, so it is delta q VB minus delta q VA. So solving little bit, what you get, the change in potential energy is delta q is common, so we are left with potential at point B minus potential at point A. So we put the value of delta q, we know the value of delta q is what, I into d delta t. So it is I into delta t into VB minus VA. So I assume that VB minus VA is equal to minus V, because we know that potential of A is more as compared to the potential of B. So this is more as compared to this one, so it should be negative in sign, so it should be negative V. So that the change in potential energy becomes minus I delta t and V. So this is your change in potential energy. If I assume that, so as the electron does not collide with each other, then the total energy, the total change in the energy must be equal to 0. There should be no total change in energy. That means that the sum of change in kinetic energy plus change in potential energy must be equal to 0. So from here you can see that the change in potential energy is negative. Then what is the change in kinetic energy? Then the change in kinetic energy will be equal to minus change in potential energy. So what is the change in potential energy? That is minus of this term. So minus minus become plus. So it becomes IV into delta T. So this is your change in delta T. Now, but we know that the drift velocity of a electron is constant or uniform. So the kinetic energy is constant. But from this above relation, there is an increase in the kinetic energy of the electron. So where this energy has gone? It is observed that during the motion of electron, these electrons collide with the ions, and these electrons transfer this gained kinetic energy to these ions. Because of this gained energy, these ions oscillates with the higher amplitudes, and this oscillation of ions causes a heating effect. So whatever the gained kinetic energy is there, that is get dissipated in the form of heat. So we can say that the energy is equal to, the energy consumed in the form of heat is equal to IV into delta T, same relationship. If you put the value of V in this equation according to Ohm's law, that is equal to IR, then it becomes I square R. If we put the value of I, that is V divided by R, then it becomes V square by R into delta T. So these are the formulas of an electrical energy. From this we observed that whenever the electron moves inside a conductor, it loses its energy in the form of heat. And the relation, that is I square R delta T, is also known as Joule's law of heating. SI unit of work done and energy and all type of energy is Joule. Either it is electrical energy or it is mechanical energy. So now let us discuss about the electrical power. Electrical power is rate of doing work, or we can say that it is a work done, या electrical work done per unit time. मीन्स एक सेकंड में वो कितना काम करता है, कितने जूल काम करता है. सो दैट इज द पावर ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रिकल डिवाइस. सपोज लेट any device is doing delta W amount of work in delta T time, then its power is given by delta W divided by delta T. As we have already discussed, this amount of work is stored or consumed in the form of heat, and or it is just type of energy, delta E divided by delta T. So now put the value of E from these relationship. So here E is equal to IV into delta T. If you put the delta T will cancel out, you will left with only IV. Similarly here also delta T will cancel out, you will left with I square R. And finally the V square R is left and delta T is get cancelled out. So these are the relationship of the power, that is IV, I square R and V square R. Further, you must note that when to use which one formula. इन तीन रिलेशन में से कौन सा फार्मूला कब यूज करना है, that depends upon the numerical problem. Suppose our current is constant, then you will use this one formula. If potential is given constant, you will use this formula. And if resistance is not given, then we use this formula. So according to the problem, we will use the three formulas. So this is your energy dissipation, or energy generated per second is known as a electrical power. The power is measured in term of watt. Power is measured in term of watt. When we can say that the power is said to be 1 watt? When 1 joule of work is done in 1 second. So then we can say that the power is 1 watt. So this is a very small unit of power. We have a bigger unit of power, that is kilowatt. Kilowatt means 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watt. Thanking you.